Wow. We've just been talking to each other.
All that magic is lost.
All the magic is gone. I'm just going to reach up here and do this then. For those just joining us,
Thor's deflated.
Which is everyone.
I have lost all will to live now. I'd hit the button. Bubby watched me
I saw
hit.
you. And here we are.
I tried to tell you it may have been the machine, and you ignored me.
I did ignore you.
It's my faulty phone.
I'm just going to play the whole song because it'll at least kill time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. My name is Thor. This is It's All Fish and Chips, the podcast, episode 76, Part B. Part A is gone and will never return, as we have just spent the last 10 minutes talking to each other. Quick introductions. Directly across from me, because he's still not allowed to sit next to me, wearing his fancy cardigan like it's picture day at school. We've got Bubby.
It's weather.
It's weather. We're just going to hit all the highlights here, folks. And then joining us via Alexander Graham Bell's fine invention, we've got Amanda.
Hi. I don't think we use the same system anymore.
I do not
I don't think we use Alexander Graham Bell's system.
Man, we had a solid 10 minutes, folks, of quality old-timey phone talk that is 100% gone. I have lost the will to live. I badmouthed McAllister's. I'm just going to catch you all up. We're not going to get any of this content.
No.
I badmouthed McAllister's because they're still terrible. Bubby didn't pay attention to me coming into the house, but he didn't fall on the ice. Old-timey phones.
17 degrees outside.
I was telling a story and Mandel couldn't hear it, and it turns out it's because the console quit recording for some reason. It's gonna be a rough one.
Yeah.
I got a feeling this is gonna be a rough one. Also, I saw a Parker duplicate clone of Parker running around out there. Doppelganger. That's really the highlight of that story. Bubby says it's not him, and I said maybe it was one of Bubby's illegitimate children. And he said no. Then he said maybe. And I think that's the highlights of the 10 minutes that we didn't record. I am so deflated right now. I've jacked up my back as well, so I'm a little fussy right now because I took a handful of ibuprofen before the podcast, and my lower back is a little achy, getting old.
You want to borrow my TENS unit?
Oh, maybe. Does that help?
Yes. I used it the other night. I got it for Christmas. And
all right, now walk me through this one, Bubby.
So it's a little electronic device. Looks like a old digital recorder that you would just have tons of songs on.
I'm now paranoid that the podcast is going to stop, so I just keep looking.
Okay. And so you have a A and a B that you plug into wires, and then you've got the electrode pads.
Okay. Now you got
on your muscle.
You got spare pads, or there's only one set of pads?
No, I've got spares. And then
I don't want. No offense, but I don't think we should be sharing the pads.
No, that's no.
Okay.
And the wire splits into left and right, and you just put it on, like, if say your calf's hurting, you put it on both sides of the calf, and you can turn it on. There's like 6 to 9 different settings you can choose from, like pulsing or rubbing or whatever.
Okay.
And it just sends electrical pulses to that pad and massages your muscles. And it's defaulted for 20 minutes, but you can increase it by 10 minutes up to an hour. And they say don't use it more than an hour a day.
Okay.
And on one muscle. And then
on just the one muscle.
On one muscle.
They don't tell you which muscle.
You can move around. Like the other night, I did 2 or 3 different muscles for 20 minutes each. So,
okay.
But yeah, it feels.
I have a couple questions, but I want you to finish. But then I have a couple questions.
Feels really good. By the time I was done, I did my legs, and just totally relaxed, and I had no problem sleeping that night. It felt really good.
Okay. So have you tried it on your back?
I have not.
Okay.
But I imagine. Well, I did when I first bought it. Because I say I got it for Christmas. I bought 2 of them, one for my wife for Christmas, and then I got the other one.
Okay. What's this going to set me back?
Nothing. Well, if you want to buy it.
Yeah, if I wanted to buy one.
I bought it for about $100.
Okay.
Well, I got 2 for $100.
So about $50.
No.
Or is it a buy one, get one?
No. They were $100 each. Sorry.
So 2 for 200.
Right. Is what
Bubby, did you buy these or steal these?
No, believe me, I bought them.
Okay.
Anyway, so when I got to try them out, he had them on my back shoulder.
Who's he?
The sales guy.
Oh, you went to a place.
They were actually at the conference I went to in Chattanooga. They were at the conference.
Where you handed out gift cards to the homeless.
Sure. Yes. That place.
Going to Chili's.
Yep. Yeah. And so that's where, we got to demo what they were selling.
I see. So he had like a little kiosk or something.
Yeah.
Like at the mall.
Kind of.
And you went and said, sure.
Try it.
Electrocute me.
I'll try it.
Sure, ma'am. I'll sign your baby. I'll sign up for your OnlyFans. Does it have like different strengths? That's my first question.
It does.
Okay. So what's this like? What's the low? So obviously the low setting would be 1. Mm-hmm. What's the high setting?
I've never gotten there, but it's probably about 10.
Okay. What's the highest you've gone?
3.
Oh, 3.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't tried the...
Oh, no.
Okay, first of all...
That's
First of all, Bubby, I think we need to bring it in here and see what it's like on 10.
Oh,
just
man.
Bring it in and just
I can't imagine.
Just let her loose and see what happens.
Yeah. That would be something.
Because it's just electrocuting you, right? Basically?
Well, I mean, it's pulses and...
But it's just shooting electricity into your body?
No. It's sending to the pads, and the pads are shaking. It's like they shake.
Oh, so they're vibrating?
Yes. So the electric pulses...
I'm pretty sure...
It doesn't send electrical impulse or into you. It just to the pads, and the pads are...
I'm pretty sure
reacting.
The real TENS unit I
don't think so.
hits you with electricity.
I don't think this does.
Because I'm pretty sure the TENS unit is what they use to like stimulate for men like childbirth or being pregnant. I've seen internet videos about the TENS unit for that. So they put it like on either side of your stomach there, and then they like crank that bad boy up. This is what or menstrual cramps. It was for, like to show men like this is what menstrual cramps feel like, and this is like
and they did that with electrical.
Yeah, and
impulse.
It's like it was a TENS unit for sure.
Huh.
So
it didn't feel like
that's true. I love them. When I had physical therapy for an injury once, and every time they put that thing on me, I was like, "Can it go higher?"
I was like, "Give it to me.
Can it go higher?
Give me all the juice." I'm gonna turn
it feels good. It's like stimulates that muscle, so it like works it without you having to like work it and hurt it.
Right.
It's nice.
Work it, girl.
And it releases endorphins.
Oh,
right. Yeah.
So you get a little. All right. Question number 2, Bubby. Did you put it on your junk yet?
No. What? No.
Have you thought about it?
No. Absolutely not.
See how that goes for you. So that's how they. All right. Side story for all the kids playing along at home. In the animal husbandry business, when they are trying to collect the DNA
specimen?
The DNA for the to making a baby cow, let's say, they use electricity in that process there, where they have a prod of some kind that stimulates the cow's prostate, and so I'm just saying, I'm not trying to give you ideas, Bubby,
nope.
but so I guess I need to look into getting a TENS unit is what I'm hearing here.
Sure. Yeah, I'll let you borrow mine.
All right, I'll try it out, see how it goes. But bring it next week. I'll let you run it up to 6 on me. How about that?
You just said 10.
No, I'm gonna see where 6 gets me before I guarantee a 10 here.
All right,
Amanda, what number are you gonna let them run it up to you on?
I don't know. I haven't done it in a while, but I think they wouldn't let me go any higher at one point. So I don't know what it was at, but They're like, no, you're fine.
ma'am, I think that's
illegal, isn't it?
This is crossing a bridge at this point where we're not feeling a little comfortable here anymore. What you doing?
You got to find your happy some way,
right?
And like when your muscles hurt real bad, but I don't know, it's just magic. It's
so
nice.
What were you using it for? Bubby's using it on his legs.
I was on my shoulder. I had a shoulder injury.
I also have one of those.
Like the muscles around.
All right.
So remember, JJ used to have one, and he used to use it all the time.
Did he now? I've never seen that.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
It was when we all worked together, he had it.
Did he let people shock him with it, or did he just doing that on his own?
I think he would let people torture themselves with it.
Okay.
But...
Here, put this on your chest and run it up to 100.
Yeah.
Wow. Vibrating.
It says do not use near the heart.
Oh, okay. Do not put it on your chest then.
No.
Not unless you're having problems, and then last ditch effort.
Right.
You can try to bring yourself back with your own TENS unit.
Right.
It ain't big shock paddles, is it? Like they got on the TV, is it? Maybe
No.
put the goo on there and then rub them together,
No.
and then bzz, it's not that, right?
No.
But run it up to 600 milliamps. Right.
Much smaller.
Okay, but basically the same thing, right? I would think. I mean, they're just. Except for
I think it essentially functions the same, just not as intense.
Yeah. Probably Thomas Edison invented that shenanigans, is my guess.
Could be.
All right, well.
Alexander Graham Bell had to come up with it when we got rid of the phone.
No, that's how he developed the phone. That's how he got the ringer on the phone. He was shocking himself with that thing. It's like, this is a good way to get somebody's attention if you do this. So the old schooly phones, they didn't ring. They just, if you got too near them, they just zapped you. Sitting in the chair at home, and then phone call. Right in the prostate. So, all right, I'm excited about a TENS unit now. I'm at least interested. If it helps my back, man, I'll take whatever I can get at this point, because I've been on and off here for like a month on this back.
Helps with blood flow to the muscle.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. You got that guy's card or the website that you got it from?
I might.
Remember?
I don't know.
Or I just buy one off Amazon. Hope for the best. Go Temu. I'm going to buy one off of Temu and see what I get.
That one only runs up to 5.
That one runs up to $1 million. It's your own home electrocution set. But it's only $6, so it's a bargain on Temu.
All right.
You ever buy anything off of Temu, Bubby?
No, never.
Okay. How about what's the other one? Wayfair?
No.
Okay. I'm always scared that I'm like, she's gonna steal my money, right?
I'd probably do Wayfair before I would Temu.
Really? Wayfair seems like the biggest scam to me.
But Kelly Clarkson's their spokesperson, so
that doesn't mean anything.
I kind of got to trust her a little bit more. And
let me trust Kelly Clarkson.
Clarkson, yeah.
She's got an honest face.
I purchased 4 rugs off of Wayfair.
How'd that go for you?
Actually, I tried to purchase children, and I got rugs instead.
Oh, well, that'll happen. That was the
thing?
wives' tale. Yeah.
Yes.
That they were running a child trafficking ring out of Wayfair. So you could buy like an inflatable hot tub or an armoire or a kid. But no, that's not a real thing.
Well, and the thing was, because they had like furniture that was like $6,000, and it was called like the Kelly.
The Kelly?
So people are like, that's a kid, right? Because
they're just selling people in there.
I'm actually purchasing a child, right? Because
it turned out you bought a grandma instead. The Kelly turns out to be a 78-year-old grandma with dementia. She doesn't even know where she is, but they sent her to your house, and you're like, yours now. No takebacks. Hope you kept the receipt, but doesn't matter. So, all right. Yeah, I'm always scared to buy Wayfair or like the TikTok shop. That's another one where I'm like, nah, you're just going to steal my money. You can buy this drone. It's only $17. I'm like, no, I'm not getting a drone for $17. I'm not dumb enough to fall for this. Every Facebook ad, same way. I just assume they're a scam.
What's that commercial where I paid $2 for this iPad?
Oh, that's the scamiest ones of all. That's the one where you're bidding.
That's the Deal Dash or whatever.
Deal Dash, yeah.
Yeah,
so
like that.
this is how this scam works. It's It's genius. All right. So you buy bids basically. So I can buy X amount of bids for $100. Let's say I can get 75 bids for $100. Okay. So I get 75 opportunities to bid. So I'm buying the opportunities to bid. And so the iPad starts at like $1.75. And then I can use one of my bids to go to $1.80. And then somebody else will go $1.85. Then I can go $1.90. But every time I bid, I'm burning off one of these bids that I have purchased.
How much is a bid?
That's what I said. You can get like 75, you can get like 50 of them for $100. So like $2 each.
Okay.
So every time you're bidding, you're just blowing like $2.
Gotcha.
But then some other dude bids and then you bid, and some other dude bids and then you bid. And all of a sudden you've blown like, $40 and then you don't even win the thing. And the thing only goes for, 40, the iPad goes for $30, but it started at $1.75 and they bid it up by a nickel each time. Mm-hmm. So that place is making a fortune. And they don't care how much that iPad went for because everybody bought all those stupid bids and bid them in. And then sure, I'll sell this iPad for $40 because I made $600 off of it.
I've never heard that.
So it's a scam. That's 100% a scam. There's a lot of them scams out there. I had a scammer, one of those USPS ones where like your package is not, the address is wrong. You need to click this link to get it. They sent that thing to me at 2 a.m. I was like, A, ain't nobody at the USPS at 2 a.m.
No.
B, there was like 60 other people's phone numbers on that text message because he didn't even bother like sending it out one at a time, just mass blasting 60 people at a time.
One of you going to answer.
Luckily, I've had this before where they have then started replying to this text thread that I'm in, and really? I can't leave it. Because it's not a group that I joined. It's just a text thread. So every time I delete it, they just reply to this and it pops back up. And so I've had these idiots like stop texting me. I don't want any of this. Is not real. Stop. And so you get like 80 texts after that with people then yelling at that guy to quit responding to this. Modern day, it's the worst possible timeline. I don't know if I've said that before or not. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna get 10's unit. This is exciting. What else did you get for Christmas, Bubby? Anything else fun?
No, a shirt, nice shirt. No.
I got electrocuted and I got a shirt.
Okay.
All right, fair enough. Well, look forward to a future episode here, folks, where me and Bubby and Amanda shock the crap out of each other. We need to get Tyler on that one and not tell him what's going on.
Because he's not listening to this.
Oh no, he's not listening. So hey, Tyler, put this on your leg and put this one on your other leg. All right, I just hold still. What's that?
10.
We'll start them. We'll just see how fast we can pound through the numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just start cranking it up real quick. See when he streams. We'll take bets. All right, that'll be fun. That'll be a future. I still have, Amanda, we're waiting on you to come back into the studio here because there's Vegemite in my cabinet up there, and we're excited about. Bubby's real excited about trying Vegemite.
Not at all.
It's gonna be delicious, Bubby. It's gonna be your new favorite thing in the world. You're gonna go out there. It's better than Nutella. You're gonna go out there and buy like a 6-pound jar of it and just have. You and the boy are going to eat Vegemite.
I'd much rather have Nutella.
Well, let's be honest. Who wouldn't like to have Nutella? Amanda, do you like Nutella?
It's good. I don't like a lot of it, but it's good. It kind of just, to me, like it kind of, like if you have like a big glob of it, it tastes like powdered sugar.
Okay.
And I don't like it. But I don't mind it like on something or mixed into something, but right. I'm not like a spread it on toast type of person.
So that's how I am. I'm not I bought some and I was like, I'll put this on toast. It'll be, and yeah, you're right. A little dab will do you on the Nutella.
Do you like it on banana?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I like it. I don't mind it if it's mixed in like with a shake or something with banana, but again, if there's too much of it, I just don't like it.
All right. Well, so I saw a commercial just a day or so ago about an item that someone had on Shark Tank, and what does is you jam it into the end of a banana, and it cores it. And you pull it back out, and it cores it. And so then,
because that's what everyone in this world has always said man, I wish I could core a banana.
And then what they do is they get the old banana out of it, and it you suck up the Nutella up into that, and then you put it back in. Well, it's that same thing.
Okay.
So then you put it back into the banana, and you slowly push on, squeeze a button, and pull it out, and it leaves Nutella in the middle center of this banana. So if you cut up pieces, it's got Nutella in each individual, like throughout the whole banana. So you can eat the banana with Nutella inside it.
First of all, this is very specific. like this serves a need of one.
Some dude invented that.
Yeah, because he wanted this one thing.
Right.
And he's like, well, if I want it, everybody wants it. And I immediately thought, this seems like a lot.
It seems a lot of work to get Nutella in the middle of that.
Yeah. Because you could just like put it on the banana. You could just, you could
smear it.
Oh, that's my phone. Sorry, I put it too close to the thing.
You know what though? He's gonna sell so many of those on Facebook ads. Facebook, TikTok ads, and what's that? What was that catalog you used to get, Bubby? Back in the day, that had all the useless crapola in it, like Kirkland, not Kirkland's.
No.
It was like Kirkland's.
My mother-in-law she used to get those. I don't know if she still does.
Yeah, and it just had so much. It's like the Bud K. Do you ever get the Bud K catalog? You know what the Bud K catalog? Okay, so the Bud K catalog is the guy version of this, and it has in it all the dumb, like Mall Ninja bananas that you could buy. Like this walking cane is also a sword, or this here's 5,700 different types of throwing stars you could buy. And it was just, I used to get this catalog. I bought like a knife once. It was like a little pocket knife I bought that had a pocket knife with a hooked blade.
Right.
And you can't, it's hard to find those sometimes. So I had bought this I'd found it online and I bought it. And I got that Bud K catalog for like a year and a half afterwards. And it was like that Sears catalog for kids, you know what I'm saying, for Christmas. I would just go through that Bud K catalog looking at all that dumb stuff that I was never going to buy. But I was also like, that's kind of cool, right? But I was like, I'm not paying $100 for, a 7-foot walking stick that you take the end off and then it's got a samurai blade on the end of it for killing zombies. I think it's cool, but I have no use for that. And that other one, the Kirkland's, or it's not Kirkland's, but whatever it was, used to have like all that dumb, like wasn't Sky Mall, wasn't nice like Sky Mall, but it had like this bird chirps tunes and you can put it in your garden, or here's a garden gnome dressed like a packer. Or like a Dallas Cowboy, you could buy all that stuff.
Yeah,
and that's where that banana Nutella tube sucker, the banana Nutella tube sucker. Welcome to the episode title of this podcast.
I don't know.
Will show up for sure.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called, but it was a funny commercial. Or it wasn't a commercial. It was just a report about it.
You watch Shark Tank?
Yeah, sometimes.
I can't. I just can't. First of all, a lot of those things, you're like, dang it, I keep moving my phone close. A lot of that stuff, I'm like, who?
Specific people. I mean, it's specialized.
There was a guy on there he was selling individually packaged glasses of wine, where you got this plastic wine glass with like a foil top on it, and they was filled as a cup of wine, but the glass was really strong. Like one of his selling points was he could stand on top of the glass of wine and it wouldn't break. And that was his big thing. And he was going to sell, you're going to buy these individually packaged glasses of wine and keep them in your fridge. And then when you wanted a glass of wine, all you had to do was peel off the top and voila, wine. And I'm like, wine already comes in a container that's pretty easy to get to. It comes in a box, first of all.
I can buy it in serving size, a wine cooler.
Yeah, you can get a wine cooler, or you can buy a bottle of wine, just open that and have several glasses, or put a cork in it and have a glass tomorrow.
Or just drink the whole bottle without a glass.
Or Bubby does every night. Just drink the whole bottle, kids. But Bubby, what's your wine of choice over there? What if you got to drink a glass of wine? What is your request? Cabernet, or you a Sauvignon Blanc? Boone's Farm, Apple.
I'm trying to think of what we have in the fridge right now.
Mad Dog 2020.
Not a wine.
I thought it was.
No, I don't think
Boone's
so.
Farm definitely is.
Yeah. A sweet wine, a white wine, not a red. I don't bitter. Yeah, I don't like bitter.
How about you, Amanda? You drink wine at all?
It makes me really congested. I'm really tired.
Okay.
Congested?
But if I have to drink one,
All the tannins, probably.
if I had to drink one, it would be a really dry red.
Okay. My wife likes the Moscato. That's her. That's
what we have in there right now.
Moscato or a Prosecco. She likes a Prosecco too.
Yeah.
I might be Boone's Farm. I'll be honest with you, kids. If you don't know what Boone's Farm wine is, Amanda, was it around when you were growing up? Boone's Farm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still around.
Yeah, it's still around, but it's harder to get nowadays, I think. Boone's Farm wine was the wine of 18-year-old bad choices, or really 16, 17-year-old bad choices, where you got somebody to buy you a bottle of Boone's Farm apple wine or strawberry wine. It's 90% sugar, 10% alcohol. It's going to taste the same going down as it does coming up. And it's going to lead to an evening of bad choices is what Boone's Farm is going to do to you. It was big when I was a freshman in college. That was like a lot of the other girls would drink that Boone's Farm.
Bartles and James, that was our choice.
Bartles and James. And then, of course, the Mad Dog 2020. Kids, that ain't for you, okay?
That'll wreck your dinner.
You know, I'll tell you to try morphine. I'll tell you to eat weed gummies. I ain't going to tell you to drink that Mad Dog 2020.
No.
It only leads to bad things. Nothing good ever came from a bottle of Mad Dog 2020. Also another deliciously flavored drink, but hoo boy, that'll wreck up your day if you're not careful.
Best thing is probably Snoop Dogg.
Snoop
Came out of that.
Did he?
Oh. Yeah.
Gin and juice?
Yep.
Okay.
Little Mad Dog.
All right. I'll believe you. All right. So, 10s units and bottles of wine. You ever had the box wine, Bubby? You ever get a box of wine? Put it in the fridge?
I haven't got, no, but I've had, yes.
Okay. I mean, it's all
right.
It's fine, right?
Yeah.
I think most wine it's fine. My father-in-law makes wine. Like, I don't know if...
Bathtub.
No, he's got a whole, setup. He's got,
still.
well, not like a still, but he's got these big, giant, they kind of look like the water jugs you get for the big cooler at work, you know? And he mixes up the stuff in that, and then he's got a little percolator that goes on top, and you let her percolate for I don't know how long, a month or something, and then you got wine. There's a couple bottles of that wine on that top shelf. That second one closest to us, that's one of his. Actually, I think those 3 in a row are all his. So he makes them for special occasions or just for drinking, you know. So
does our friend Ryan still make beer?
I don't think he's listening, so he can write into the podcast, or next time he comes on, he can tell us about it. He used to make it all. It's one of my.
I've had some.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
It was pretty good. Oh no! So I'll tell the story. I'll tell the hydrometer story. We're over at his house one day, and he's in the kitchen making beer, and I'm in the living room with his brother and with Tyler, and we're watching TV or doing something. I don't remember what we're doing. All of a sudden, I hear something shatter. And then I hear from the kitchen the nerdiest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, where he goes, "Oh no, I broke my hydrometer." And the hydrometer is what they use to test the alcohol level in the beer. You know, they put it in there and it floats, and however, I don't know how it works, but I know what it does. But yeah, he had broke it and dropped it. And all I heard was, "Oh no, I broke my hydrometer." Every once in a while when he's around, I'll just say it. So, yep.
Ryan, bring us some beer.
I kind of wanted to so I don't drink much, right? I'm not a drinker. I like candy flavored drinks, like buttery nipple or mudslide or I don't want tasty alcohol. I just really like sugar. So that's really what I want out of my life. I really wanted it at one point, and I think the TV shows had something to do with this. I wanted to get big into like making moonshine for no good reason. Like I didn't want to drink it, but I kind of wanted to make it.
See, I would be more drinking it.
Okay. Well, let's do it then. I'll make it. You drink it.
Try not to peach moonshine.
Try not to go blind. It's my only advice to you because I don't know how to do it. So it's going to be an experiment. No, but you know how they had the American moonshiners and they had that moonshining competition.
Yeah.
And I was like, that seems kind of like it's again one of those. It's my ADHD and all the rest of it. Where one of those things where I'm like, I'm going to get into this. I'm gonna make moonshine, and then I'm going to buy all the stupid stuff, and I'm going to buy the copper kettle, and I'm going to buy the twisty, cooling tube, and then the other kettle, and I'm double boiling it, and I'm going to do all this stuff. I'm going to set it all up. I'm going to do it once, and I'm going to go, that was fun, and then I'm never going to do it again. And I know this about myself, so that's why I did not buy all that stuff. But I have shopped it and had it in the cart on more than one occasion.
They need to find a way to condense that down to not having to buy so much.
Oh, I think that's half the fun, though, right? Is to have all the
gadgets,
the bits and pieces, and the swirly tube.
Seems like too much work.
Oh, it's a lot of work. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to.
Like you just go to the store and buy moonshine. We did it.
Yeah.
It tastes like banana pudding. It's delicious.
Love it.
But that's not the point. I don't think.
The Christmas parade from what's that one city in Tennessee? Starts with a G.
Nashville. No. Gainesville.
Gatlinburg. Yes. Their Christmas parade was sponsored by that company that made
the pudding.
Old
Smoky.
Yes, Old Smoky. Just throughout the whole parade, you'd see commercials for Old Smoky.
I stole the Man's thunder there. She said it first, and then I just copied.
I heard her.
Okay,
I heard her.
I didn't want the people at home to think I didn't hear and was just stealing her thunder there.
I heard you, Amanda.
How about you, Amanda? Where are you staying on the moonshine?
I'm not a big drinker, but I don't like to feel my knees on any day that ends in Y. So moonshine is really good with that.
All right, fair enough.
A little dab will do you.
Oh, a little dab will definitely do you on that shenanigans. So, yeah, that's how I get with everything, though.
Mm-hmm. I do.
You don't do that, do you? You're not.
No.
You're not insane like I am.
No, my age, I limit myself on what I know I can do and what reality is. I
got a Nixie clock for Christmas, not a real one, but like a faux one
from Sam's or
no, it's off the internet. But you know what a Nixie clock is?
Mm-hmm.
So for those who don't know, it's like tubes. Like old TV tube, kind of looks like a TV tube or like a tube that's in a stereo or a guitar amp or something like that. Old one. And they can build. You can build a clock out of it basically. So it has a brain, and then it has these tubes that go on there, and it sends electricity up, and it can make the numbers, and it can keep track of time, and it's really cool looking. Those things are like $2,000 if you want to get one now, because they don't make those tubes anymore. So somebody's got to be making those tubes.
True.
And the innards and the rest, and those things are like $2,000. I've looked at them. So I really wanted one because they look cool. So I got one that is little LED screens instead, and then it's got graphic animation that plays in the place of. And it was like I got it for Christmas, but it was only like a couple $100. So
you have to put that together.
Yeah, but I did have to put it together and then figure out how it worked, which was kind of cool. So it's sitting on my desk in my office. But
Parker last year got a robot that has wheels on it, and he got about halfway through and just decided to quit.
You should finish putting it together and bring it in here.
I should. It's still in the box, just sitting in the office.
Yeah, I get big into it, and then I get excited about it, and I bought that I forget what it's called, the little touch panel for my computer where I can do shortcuts and automate things and blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
Stream Deck.
Yeah.
Stream Deck. I also have a Steam Deck, but that's a different story altogether.
What?
That's a handheld gaming console.
Oh, never heard of that.
Yep. It's made by the lovely people at Steam. So the Stream Deck is the one we're talking about, though. And I got big into it, and I was going to use it because my whole house is automated, because that's the one thing I have actually completed and does actually function most of the time. But I got this thing, and I was going to link it in so I could push a button, and then it would automate things in the house, and I wouldn't even have to tell the Google lady to do it. I could just push the buttons and do it. It got real complicated because it involved like having to like open up windows to the outside world through my router so that it could go out and hit servers and come back and do things. And
that's crazy.
Yeah, it got real complicated, and I was like, this seems like more effort. And this is how it always goes. This seems like a lot of effort, and I really don't want to go this deep into it, and then I just don't.
Right.
There's a thing called the Flipper Zero. And it's a little like hacking tool that you can get, and you can like copy RF frequency stuff for like key fobs with it, and you can open garage door remotes with it, and you can do a bunch of things with it. And it's been in my shopping cart for a long time now as well, and I keep looking at it going, I kind of want to do it, but I know in my heart of hearts 2 weeks tops and I'm out. I'm just going to give up and move on to the next thing.
I need a new key for my Jeep. I only have one, so if you could make a fob key.
Well, the problem with those is so I've been down this rabbit hole already, Bubby, but I'll play this game with you. They have what's called a rolling code, and that's the reason I can't do it. So it generates it has like a set of 1,000 codes or whatever it is, and it's constantly like rolling that code over, and the car and the key fob match up, and so it knows that at any point in time we're on this code, and so it sees that code, it goes. Yeah. So if I try to copy your fob, it'll only work once. So I could copy it once, I could start your car once, open the door once, and then the code is rolled, and I don't have the new code because I don't know what that, only the manufacturer knows that shenanigans. So turns out I can't actually copy. Now, if you had an old, you had like an old car with a key fob that was more like AM FM kind of thing, then yes, you could copy that, kind of like a garage door. So. Man, what's the thing that you got anything that you got like heavy into and then just were like, okay, that was fun, and then just wandered off?
Not really. I think I'm more fleeting. Well, I'm non-committal, so I'm like, that looks cool. And then maybe someday, but not today.
Yeah, just kind of like do a little bit of research about it and go, all right, well, yeah, I kind of see how that works. And
yeah. I don't know. I think the thing I would be most likely to do is if there was something I really wanted to like try, and I am tempted on this like daily. Like if there's something I really want to do or learn, I'd be like, I could just get a job. Oh. And they have all these things. I would go do it there for a while.
Like I want to learn how to run a CNC machine, so I'm just going to get a job doing that and see how that works.
Yeah. Yeah. And if I really like it, then hey, maybe I'll be really good and I'll make a living at it. And if I don't, then be like, this is not for me.
I just quit that job and I move on to a different job.
Yeah. Right. Like, why invest all of my money? I'll let someone else pay me to learn it.
That's one way to go about it, I guess. I mean,
I don't know.
As long as you're not too overly concerned about your future, I guess that's a good way to go about it. What's that? What was that? What's the movie? Oh God, not Matt Damon. The other one.
Ben Affleck?
No, the other one. He's Gilbert Grape. What's eating Gilbert Grape? That's not Johnny Depp.
Oh, it's not Johnny Depp?
Dang it! All to hell. He's Leonardo DiCaprio.
I know who it is.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Holy hell!
Yeah, there you go.
Alzheimer's. I didn't push the button. Now this. What's the movie where he's like the pilot and he's catch me if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's kind of what he does. He's just kind of like, I'm gonna be a pilot, and then he goes and
becomes a pilot.
But goes and becomes a pilot. Not like officially, he just kind of gets a uniform and goes and does be a pilot. Or I'm gonna forge checks, or I'm gonna do this or do that. Yeah. Did you ever learn to pick locks, Amanda?
I'm not in like a practiced profession, but I used my kit and I picked all those locks.
Okay. I'm thought about buying one for myself because I kind of want to learn how to do it too.
So I think I probably could if I needed to, but I just don't really have the desire.
That's kind of where I wanted to be too. I was like, if end of the world comes and I need to be able to get into somewhere and get the food or get the whatever. I want to be able to pick like a basic lock. I said I don't need to know how to crack a bank safe or anything like that, but I kind of want to know how to get in, or if I lock my dumb ass out of the house, can I get back in? But
now house? It's like Alexander Graham Bell situation. Like
100%.
Not so many of those locks anymore.
Right, because my front door has just got buttons. You got key code, and you push the key code, and the thing opens.
Yeah.
Or my back door's got a weird little USB one that I don't think works anymore. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I set that whole thing up. That's another one of those ones where I set my garage door. So I can't open my garage door right now, Bubby. Do you know why I can't open my garage door?
Because you're lazy.
Well, yes. Ultimately, yes. In that key bowl over there is a battery. One of them big round watch batteries. And it went dead in the little sensor in my garage. And I have yet to go get it. So I have a regular garage door opener, and that will open it up and close it. But it's screwed to the wall in there, so I can open it up and close it while I'm in there. So I had bought this remote thing that works off my phone, but then the garage door battery went dead, and I have not gone and got another one. So it's been 2 months since I've been able to remotely open that garage door.
You don't use it anyway.
Not really. I cleaned it out. All the stuff's out of there, finally.
You don't park a car in there?
No. That's a 1930s garage, Bubby.
Don't trust it?
No, you can't. There ain't no car. They don't make a car today that fits into that garage. That garage is tiny.
Is it for Model T?
Yeah, it's for a Model T. It's for 1930. You ain't far off from, you ain't at a Model T, but you ain't far off from it. The previous owners, you put a garage door on the back side as well, and they used to just drive through it and then park in the back. I did not like that. I tore all that crap out.
Interesting.
Yeah. My neighbor's garage on the other side, the guy who was flipping the house liked it so much on my side that he did it over there, and they also don't use it. So it's a bad plan. Like, why are you parking in your backyard? I got the dogs too, so it's right in the way. So,
yeah.
But what are you gonna do? So, yeah, there's a lot of things I want to do. There's a lot of I'd like to learn how to make pottery, but I'm not gonna. That's expensive. I bought all the stuff for stained glass. Did that for 2 months, and then gave up on that. I still have it all. It's downstairs in the basement. You want to learn how to make stained glass, Bubby? Me and you can go do it right now.
Solder. I know how to solder.
It's basically, that's it. If you can solder, and cutting the glass is easy. It's not hard at all. It's mostly figuring out the pattern that you want to do, and then the soldering is not hard, and it's bigger. You know how to solder, right. Fine solder. It's big fat solder. And so that's the tricky bit is you gotta try to make it thin, but it's also gotta be fat enough to hold all the glass in place and stuff. And that's where the art of that is. The glass cutting and breaking part, that's pretty easy. Pretty much if you got the right tools, anybody can do that. But you gotta, as a starter, you gotta cut out all these you get a pattern, and then you cut out all the little pieces of the pattern, and then you stick them on the glass, and then you gotta cut the little pieces around the pattern. We're getting close.
I keep getting messages.
Oh, you in trouble?
No.
All right.
It's not from the wife.
Oh, it's from the other boy's mom?
No.
That one I saw earlier today? Gotcha. So you got to put all the little paper pieces in there and then kind of trace around them and try to cut them out. That's real messy. I think once you get kind of good at it, you don't need all that stuff. You can kind of look at it and go, oh, that's like this. And you make it, and you just kind of hold it up there and go, cut a little more here. Okay, that's better. Cut a little more here. All right, that's good. And you slap her in there and solder it up. So it's not hard. I took a class at the OTC, a continuing education class, and I don't know, 4 weeks.
Stained glass?
Yeah, they just had you want to sign up for this class? I was like, sure, I'll sign up for that class. We should do that. We should all just sign up for a class at OTC and go do that.
What's the machines that you have resin and you make?
Oh, you want a 3D stuff? Print?
Yeah. I think it'd be cool to have one of those.
Let me just say, also has been in my cart on multiple occasions. But that was when I knew for a fact I was never going to use it for anything useful. I was going to go onto the little website that has all the dumb little trinkets that you can make. You can make a toy boat, or right. you can make a this, or you can make a that. And I was going to download those, and I was going to print 12 of them over the course of the time I owned this thing, and went, that was fun. And then it was going to sit on my desk for the next 6 years, not even turned on.
So one of the teenagers at church has one, and he's making a Pez of Parker.
Oh, snap.
So
we're going to need a picture of that.
He's using a PlayStation
Xbox
camera thing to scan Parker's image, which he already did that, and he has it in the computer program, and so he's got the resin, and he's supposed to be this week printing out the Pez of Parker.
All right. I'm going to need to know, Bobby. Amanda, I think you're in with me on this one. I want to need to know how much he wants for us all to get Pez dispensers
of ourselves,
either of ourselves or just the Parker one.
Oh, just the Parker one.
Because I will give those out as Christmas gifts. Who is this? Don't you worry about who that is. Eat the Pez.
I think he's got the last thing he's going to do is figure out how he's going to hinge the head, so it'll pop open with the candy.
See, that's the thing is if you're good with like CAD drawing or something like that, man, that 3D printer is super handy. Mm-hmm. Like I've watched a ton of videos where guys like, this piece broke off my washing machine, and the new one's like, $85. I just put it into this program and do, and then I just made my own.
Yeah, $10 worth of resin.
Yeah, not even that. He's like, the whole thing cost me like 75 cents, and I'm like, man, that's so cool. Well, A, I'm not that guy who can just draw that out in CAD. I'll be real honest with you right now. And B, again, I'm just going to have like 50 toy boats of different colors is all I'm going to have. And then I'm going to give up on it. Bobby scratching on the dog. The little dog's here wearing his hoodie.
Why is he wearing a hoodie?
Because it's cold out and he has short hair, Bubby, and he can't go outside if it's cold.
Okay.
Because then he'll be sad.
All right. He could be out there very long. I did
not put the hoodie on him. But this is, of the things he has to wear, this is one of the better ones. It's just a black hoodie. But it does have the pockets on the wrong side. Like, look where the pocket is on it.
It's on the back side.
It's on the back side on his butt. So it looks like he has the hoodie on backwards.
It does.
But the hood goes over his head.
Right.
Yeah. But the pocket's on the back side instead of being underneath where it belongs.
That's different, yeah.
Now, the dog's not putting anything in the pocket either way around, but the people who made the hoodie put the pocket on the wrong side. All right, folks. We're probably going to wrap this one up. We're at time, even though you folks have missed out on 10 minutes of our shenanigans. Sorry about that one.
Turned out well.
Turned out good, yeah. Amanda, any parting words of wisdom for the people at home?
Amanda?
She gone.
What?
We asked if you had any.
I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
I don't have anything.
All right.
Wisdom does not instantaneously come.
Okay.
You get to think about it.
Manny's going to think about it, and next week we'll have some words of wisdom for you folks at home. If you enjoyed the podcast, check us out on our Facebook page. That's where we're going to post all the pictures and stuff, or stuff that we talk about on the podcast. If you'd like to write to us, you can write to us at itsallfishandchips@gmail.com. The Facebook group, by the way, is It's All Fish and Chips at the Facebook groups. If you end up on the Facebook page, don't worry, there's a link to the group. If you'd like to check out our website, it's allfishandchips.com. You can check us out on YouTube where all the videos are posted. Bobby, what are you staring at?
Your dog's sniffing my coat.
Oh, well, you got a dog. He smells a dog. He wants to meet your dog.
Maybe.
Or if you'd like to be a friend of the podcast, just like Carol and Anthony and Ed and KK and Jordan and Sarah, then you can check us out over on Patreon. It's All Fish and Chips over at Patreon, where you can be a friend of the podcast for $3 a month. And it helps offset some of the costs for this podcast or for the TENS unit that we're going to buy and shock Tyler with. One of the two. So, having said all of that, I think that was everything. My name's Thor.
Bubby.
Bye.
Bye. And remember, folks, no matter what you got going on, it's all fish and chips. What do they want, Bubby? They keep texting you.
Our friend Nell keeps sending me videos of fireballs and pyro and stuff like that.
Oh, fancy. Bubby's a pyromaniac.
Got it tomorrow night.
All right. See you, folks. Yay, we did it. Dang it.